Okay, it is day one of my 3-week trim. So today I'm just going to be doing a check-in of what my starting point is. So I got an in-body scan today at one of the gyms that I go to. And so on this, I got like my weight and my body fat and all this stuff taken. So my starting weight today is 160.7. Not super stoked on that number, but also not really like shocked and appalled by it. I'd say for about the last 2.5 years, that's kind of been my average. I've gone down, maybe down to 150 or so. I've gone up to, I think at the highest around 165. So like I said, not super awesome. Definitely not my goal weight, but it's also not, I wasn't like, I can't believe you just told me I weigh 160. I already knew that's how much I weighed. My body fat is 24%. So it's considered normal or average. But again, just my goal is to drop that down about 8 to 10%, not over the next 3 weeks by any means, but just in my long term when trying to figure out what my new normal is going to be. I'm hoping that my new normal is like probably going to be around 140 to 150, which will bring me about maybe 15 to 17% body fat. So a couple things on here. My skeletal muscle mass, 69.2 pounds. So I have about 70 pounds of muscle, 38.6 pounds of fat. And I actually did this last month, a little bit over a month ago I did this. And I have since gained 5 pounds. But one thing to note is that I actually only gained 0.2% in body fat. I gained 2 pounds of muscle and 2 pounds of fat, and then my body water is kind of varying. But that's one thing to note when you are doing your goals or writing down your goals or trying to figure out what a picture of success is to you. You don't only want to look at the scale, because like I said, in these 2 measurements over the last month and a half, I've gained about 5 pounds, which, normally you would be like, man, I've gained 5 pounds. I'm definitely not doing better than I thought, than I wanted to do. But I also gained 2 pounds of muscle, which is pretty cool to me. I feel stronger. So I was happy to see that reflected in my body fat composition, because like I said, I have been feeling stronger. I've been changing up my workouts, lifting heavier weights. So it was cool to see that 2 of the pounds that I gained were muscle. Almost half the weight that I gained was muscle. Another thing to be careful of is your BMI. Looking at this, my current BMI is 26.7. And you can just Google that, 26.7 BMI, female. It's overweight. And so while I do want to lose weight, I do want to lose fat, I do not consider myself overweight. I don't think that a stranger walking past me on the street would consider me overweight. And I don't think that my doctor or any other personal trainers would consider me overweight. And so you need to be careful when you're looking at these things, which tools you're using. I took measurements. So body fat and measurements are going to be really the number one. I mean, I like the scale. I like the scale just because, I don't know, I'm type A. I like to know every single detail about what's happening. And so I like weighing myself, but I certainly don't use the scale as my only means of measurement. Like I said, I took my measurements. I measured at the most narrow part of my waist, which is 30 inches. I also took a measurement at my belly button just because I tend to hold a lot of fat like in my lower belly. And I just think that I might see more dramatic progress from that measurement than from the narrowest part of my waist. My belly button measurement is 34 inches. My hips at the widest are 40.5 inches. And my thigh at the midpoint between my knee and my hip is 22.5 inches. So again, not super awesome. There's more sirens in the background, but I'm not stopping the video this time because they're kind of distant. Anyway, not super stoked on those numbers. But okay. Okay, there's gonna be sirens in every single video. So, like I said, not amped on those numbers, but also not like completely shocked. So that's basically it. I'm going to be linking the video to my first workout, lower body strength. I'm not gonna post every single workout that I do. I think that would get a little bit excessive, but I figured it's my first day, take you through what I'm doing on my first day, and maybe I'm probably gonna be like super duper tired, and then I'll post a video of my last day, and then I'll be like super super fit or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks for watching, and you're free to share your before pictures with me. I have like a little pile of my friends' before pictures, my friends and my clients' before pictures. I will not share them on the internet, but like I said, this is kind of motivation for me and for other people who need it. So if you need it, slide into the DM, write a comment, do whatever you need to do. And I like to think that I'm pretty good at motivating people and pumping them up. So if you need some of that, hit me up. I'll hit you up, and I'll see you soon.